Uh-huh.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play.
I don't run the ball, but I can stop the run. No, I'm literally #1 against the run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm legit
now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation.
See, that reaction that you had right there, that's how I feel when I see the word switch.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Rosen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. First catch of this wild card game for 1,000 yards.
We got shooters out here.
Regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We got shooters out here.
Again, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Nah, I'll be back next year, next Madden. I just need to recharge the old batteries. That's all.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield,
you could have just kept running out. You'd have got the first.
You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Nah, no times. Maybe after halftime, if I'm down a good amount.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs.
That was a pretty explosive
play.
It certainly was. And if you're
standing
going
right
to
there,
win
so I was like,
on the
nope.
road, it
And I saw
certainly
Kittle
helps to
break
have big
open.
playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Niners 7, Lions nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Lions take over.
Say what, Truth?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That was Bosa and Thomas. I wouldn't even cover it. I wouldn't even use her in either of them.
To at least
I
get
was on
some of
Buckner.
this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10.
Oh!
And for a Lions touchdown.
I am sick.
A big play
I'm
there.
sick.
84
How the fuck?
yards as his guys are on the board here in this first
I ain't never
quarter.
seen no shit like that in my life. Where a nigga spins out of a tackle, of a secure tackle at that.
And good. And we are tied at 7.
That's secure tackler too. You know, you love to see it. You love to see it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Nah, I held on to it way too long.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goodwin able to haul it in. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season.
I really misread that
He's
because
got a
fucking
down,
Debo was
too.
wide open on that streak. Wide open. butt ass naked.
Garoppolo now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
That is why I pay these niggas what I do.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rosen will throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game.
He'd have waited a little longer
as well.
Dre Greenlaw would have been there to pick that shit. He was right there.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. These two teams all
That's what I was talking
tied
about.
after one. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the
Somebody
runner,
that fast shouldn't be able to do
fit
that.
together just right. But on that play,
Somebody
the
that
defense
big
was able
shouldn't
to
be that
disrupt
fast.
things and hold it to a short game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is
no
met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's my pride and joy.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
No, I don't mean...
The 49er offense.
No,
set
it's
to
only
get this
if you make
drive
a fucking
underway.
party
That
chat.
7-0 lead of theirs
Because your shit is
short-lived as
always
they've now given up
private.
2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
Oh, come the
Looking
fuck
for
on.
Pettis, but that's intercepted.
I even put air under that. It should have been either just out of bounds
So
or
that's
caught.
back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip right. Shift. Alert 3.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now
Every
after
play
the
he's gotten
touchdown,
positive yardage
he'll
on
kick
has
this
been an
one away.
RPO of some sort.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they
Because they
decided to
were both
start this
CPU.
drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in
Both
interceptions.
teams are
Unfortunately, though,
CPU,
not a
it'll
lot going
automatically
on
just
that
play
first
their
play.
shit.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 27, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Oh,
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football.
Wild.
Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yo, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
Garoppolo now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that
Ready
distance.
for it that time,
and they're on
bitch.
a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because
Ready for it that time,
oftentimes
bitch, nigga.
it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hug. 54.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
He's terrified. He ain't want nothing to do with it. As soon as he saw that white shirt, he was like, nope. No, thank you. No, sir.
They're thinking
No,
catch
sir.
the ball.
I don't.
and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen, and that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
44.
Not gonna lie to you, I had no fucking idea what you were talking about, Truth.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield.
I can do that in plays too.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Lions' 49-yard
line. Son was shook.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out.
Like I said, I had him on the corner. If I hadn't trucked, yeah, that would have been a touchdown. That was my fault. I fucked that up.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Plays in 6. He knows what hit. Ready. It's first.
Here, 2-minute warning. Put him in.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Azamataz Buckshank.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Oh, that makes sense.
Here we go. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got it. 59 is Mark.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
Oh,
so
my fucking
that changes
God.
everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. That's the way.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rosen. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right?
And it's a fumble.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, 8-pound, 6-ounce baby Jesus.
Not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I'm not going to lie to you. I
throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him.
4.5 months of pure happiness.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We went through 5 seasons, so. But
and yet again it's Garoppolo.
since September.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
So yeah,
down.
September to
Trey Flowers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's the second sack of the game. And the
I was
best
trying to hit it.
ends,
He just wouldn't
they
throw
do
the
their
ball.
homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The 20. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know exactly what you're talking about. If I had a fucking nickel, man.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Grandson of the high chief, Peter Maivia.
Gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Son of Soul Man Rocky Johnson.
It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in this spot, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18
That
yards.
is the first positive yardage that some of
they
the
can
bitches
run
had
the
all
ball
day.
and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And this time, Rosen will throw. Going for the deep ball.
Put that shit.
And that'll wind up incomplete.
Put that shit down.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, next Madden.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw.
Oh, my God.
Over the middle, complete. That's Alexander. And they'll get it all the way up.
Oh, my God.
Yards shy of midfield.
He stopped.
That one
He
covers
stopped.
24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, exactly. Did I not just say? I know exactly what you're talking about. That's exactly what just happened. Yeah. Unbelievable.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's see what you got.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there.
Well, I was controlling him that time because I saw that shit coming.
Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Basically, I put everybody in a randomizer, and then I text them one by one to say, hey, what team do you want? Like I said, all the people who quit out earlier are getting dropped to the bottom of the list, so you probably be somewhere around the top
49ers
10.
have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Again, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us
but
when
DeForest Buckner was
5 or less, we
crashing.
have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us
DeForest
is
Buckner
they
was
believe it's a
about to be
matchup
wearing
game
you
at
like
that
a
point.
skin
And they
suit.
liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Nah.
He's averaging just under 50 yards.
It's standard roster, whatever it was as of. We usually wait for the first big update that they have. Bro, it's the Bucs. There's a good chance they will be there.
The 49er offense
yeah,
set to get this drive underway.
Brady and Gronk, but they're also
looking
at some
Of course, they'd like to
serious
forget the
cap
inning,
trouble
the
right now,
interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
23 yards on the play.
First down.
Yeah, the guy that he was controlling was supposed to be right there. He crashed down to cover Kittle.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Wide open, too.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And another thing
We're
that makes
bugged
it come
right
back
now.
out
I'll
really
put it that way.
effective
We're bugged right now.
is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Completes it to Coleman. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter.
Ain't got to do shit. They
He'll
stay
go
black
for it
and
on
die.
fourth down.
Shit.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, Z, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 53. Cut. On. Under 10. 10. No.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation.
Yeah, Greenlaw got past there
untouched. They got to stack the box and make
was.
it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult
touched.
right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you
feel like that's
wonder
Greenlaw's
about their
first career
strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep.
Get the fuck out of here.
Another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
My forward, I am
though that have thrown 6 interceptions
6 minutes and 48 seconds away from being free.
I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Universal coverage.
Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, alert. 54.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
I was trying to hit stick
and
that
he gets
ass.
it down to the 32.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Here we go.
And now it's Rosen looking. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
He shimmied. He gave him a little shimmy.
Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rosen to throw again. And
oh, my God.
Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there.
Unbelievable.
For the pass breakup.
I wouldn't believe that if I ain't just see it. I wouldn't believe that if I ain't just see it.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return.
At the end of the day, it's a loan that you got to pay back on your taxes next year.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Wound up setting up pretty much the game-winning
I'm wide open. They found him.
You think?
Dragging the dude by his face mask.
Did you see he was just windmilling?
They got it like
he's
another
Don
15
Quixote
yards on top of it.
there, and then they found him for a really nice gain.
Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
No, I didn't. 2nd and inches. Yeah, they kind of fucked me there. No kiss, no flowers, no lube.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Here we go, here we
So
go.
signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo again.
Bob time.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That one wasn't even kidding.
23
That was
yards
Robert
for the
Tanyan.
touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get him one closer.
Now,
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee.
You're still
and that's
under the impression
25-yard line.
that I give a shit. Like 3 minutes and 44 seconds away
The Detroit
from
offense
freedom.
ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
I
You're not
never
thinking
play Madden
touchdowns
past my
anymore.
birthday.
You're just thinking first downs.
My birthday's
to keep
in
up
about
with
2
your theme
weeks.
there, playing keep away. First downs, they
So-
can't touch the ball.
And when do they start
This is the
thinking
perfect
about
ending.
burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right
Hashtag
now.
Madden
Here's
Fiesta.
the time, and that means you've got to
about
stop
3.5
them on
minutes.
defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the
It's
ball
wonderful.
back and try and score
the
yourself.
most wonderful time
But
of the
now
year.
is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute
It's the only time
warning.
I'm truly happy.
Shit, shit. 80, 80, 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Still got negative.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run
Surprise,
pass option.
motherfucker.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I'll see what I can do.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got
If
a
I
4th
promise you
down here in a
nothing,
game that
you
looks to
can't
have
be
been
disappointed.
decided already. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Now, here's something you'll really like.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
He lost to the computer? Damn. Hate to see it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Push him back! Push him back! Wide, get wide!
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
We did not try our hardest. Like at all.
21. 51's the mic.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
What?
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, and that's caught inside the 35. And he
There you go,
takes
Garnell.
this
You're
one
welcome.
into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game
Hey,
again
man,
after
that's the
that
reason we
big-time
call him
strike.
Godspeed.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not
Oh,
done.
shit.
Extra point by
Why?
Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
You were
That'll
lined
leave them
up
with
in the
2
hands
remaining.
formation.
We'll be back after this. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to
Maybe you weren't. I
this.
thought you were.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter,
shit.
they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't
You
get it.
knew it. Okay, we're
And
done here.
I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it,
that's
they do
wonderful.
actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
She misses you.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the
Hey, man,
goal
let
was
that
to not
hold
just
in
get
the
to the
field.
wild card game, which
Okay.
they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this
I did.
before they learn how to
I
win
even said,
them
there you
in
go,
later
Garnell. You're
seasons.
welcome. That's wonderful. Here we go. You know what? I don't feel like waiting for business bullshit, so I'm going to go ahead and give him the win and be done. Force home win. That's already done. Cool. I just don't want to hear him cry for 5 months. Oh yeah, I could. But yeah, that's too much fucking work. Force advance. There we go. Wonderful. I just did. So it should be yeah, spooky. I mean, then don't. You got until tomorrow. You fine. It's straight. Then go ahead. Go ahead. It's great. Oh, finally fucking free. That's wonderful. That's so wonderful. Is this about him saying, you were stealing cable and shit? You know what? I looked at it and said, eh. Oh yeah, when you're like, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both me and Eater were like, hey, what the fuck is he talking about? I have no idea. No, like, when you tagged us and said that, both of us asked each other, yo, you know what he's talking about? Nah, I have no fucking idea. Oh, okay. Like, we were not paying attention to you. Swear to God. Just like I didn't even see you would tag me until like after I'd turned my PlayStation off about an hour afterward. Yeah, they have way more X factors and shit than I do. Yeah, Ravens quarterback. There's a Kobe Bryant on the Buccaneers as well, if I'm remembering right. It's wonderful, guys. The yoke of oppression has been removed. Oh, hashtag Peter C was right. Now that the boot of